Hey guys, Nexia here from Greedy Dragon Brewing. Welcome back to another episode. It's almost Halloween, so I broke out the Got Beer Halloween hat. That's right. A little kegging it up with a little bit of spirit and a great beer. A friend of mine was down in the States in Winthrop, Washington, and he brought back an old schoolhouse brewery beer. This is a fresh hop pale ale. Check that out. From Winthrop, Washington, United States. And this beer smells incredible. Brilliant hoppiness, nice mouthfeel. This is a really damn good beer from a small local brewery, and you know, it's always exciting when a co-worker and a friend thinks of you when they go on a trip and brings you a special beer. So cheers to Winthrop, Washington, old schoolhouse brewery, fresh hop IPA, and cheers to you, Dave, for providing me this fantastic beer. It's been a while, guys. Life has been hectic, and I've got a lot of video catching up to do, watching your videos, and of course posting my own footage. So thank you for sticking with me. And wow, there's been a whole lot of new faces on my YouTube channel, so welcome one and all to my quirky channel. I hope you enjoy what you see, and I'd also like to give a big shout out to the Chaotic Angels, which is my online guild for heroes, orcs versus knights. It's an online game similar to Clash of Clans. And my guild mates are awesome. Right now we're sitting at 7th in the world. So it's a cool game. Check it out. And cheers to all my brothers and sisters on the Chaotic Angels. Now, moving on. I vacuum sealed up some of the hops. As you know, we had a drought here. Didn't get as big of a harvest as I was expecting, but I was kind of happy with how things turned out, considering my hop plants were all first year rhizomes. So I got about a quarter of an ounce of Chinook, and you know, it looked a lot more impressive before it was vacuum sealed, and then all the leaves just suck right back up. Got my Centennial here. I got quite a bit more of my Magnum, almost an ounce, and these were brilliant smelling, and a very small harvest off of my Wilmette, but the plants are looking good. I actually talked to a BC or British Columbia gardener, or arborist, or I don't know what they're called. Anyways, master gardener. Anyways, he said for potted hop plants, because I was concerned about winterizing here in the northern climate if I was to bring them inside, because they are in planters. He said to cover them up with a good layer of peat moss, and then put another cover over top of them to shield them a little bit from the elements. And that hop plants are really hardy, and they should, when they're trimmed down and stuff, they should last through the winter and grow back with abundance the following year. So that was Ryan Minter. He's a famous telephone gardener, so I phoned into the 1-800 number and got to chat with him live on the air on the radio. So that was pretty cool, and gave a shout out to all us homebrewers as well. My wife, also always thinking about my brewing, has been picking me up these magazines, which are awesome reads. It's all about beer. I've been finding the articles. This is the newer one. This is Pumpkin and Beer Festivals. Catchy articles all about the insides of the craft brewing industry. Now this is primarily US based information for the Canadian folk, but highly relevant. Talking about trends in beer, trends in previously about shandies, and about IPAs, about thinking outside the box, and then things that are happening in the brewing industry, which is really, really cool. On the agenda, of course, I've got some video footage that I have promised to get up. I will get up, and then I'll have some new brewing footage that I have to put together, because really I haven't brewed anything. Yes, the last 2 months since, I guess, the Mikey Likes It beer, I have been dormant. I have been run off my feet from work and life, and you know, it just took second fiddle, I guess. I did get my hops down. I did make a hop drying rack for a do-it-yourself video, so I will put that together and post that for you. But other than that, I really haven't done any brewing, which is unfortunate, because that meant that I had to spend money on beer, and that was really, really aggravating, because I can make it so much cheaper and a lot of times a lot better. So I'm going to get on the brewing thing. I've got an order in to Hop Dogs to get some brewing ingredients in, because my beer that I've been planning to do is the 17 Brew Crew Nut Brown Ale. It was another community beer idea. Of course, we've had the 17 IPA, which has been shown all over. We had the 17 Pale Ale and the Nut Brown Ale, and I think right now there's a little bit of conversation about a stout or a porter beer, all with the 17 Brew Crew formulating the recipe and brewing it up. So I'm going to do a little bit of a variation from the recipe. I'm going to knock down the chocolate malts that were in there a little bit. I'm going to do it all grain, and I think the original recipe called for, like the group recipe called for Nottingham yeast. My friend Jay put it together with USO5, and I'm going to try USO4, or maybe an alternative yeast. Try to get a more mellow feel to the beer. I'm a real big fan of the Nut Brown Ales, so I'm really excited to try this out. Other than that, not a heck of a lot going on. I will get caught up on your videos. I hope you all have a fantastic Halloween, and you have lots of fun with your family and friends, and to be safe. So that's it for today. This is Greedy Dragon Brewing. Come on over, pull up a chair, and have a beer with me. A fantastic beer from Old Schoolhouse Brewery in Winthrop, Washington. Cheers to 17 Brew Crew, and cheers to the Chaotic Angels. I'm out. Peace.